This drawing took me 8 years to make and required me to go way back to the very beginning of my artistic journey. Dug out my old sketchbook. Instead of comparing myself to pros on every social media, I wanted to compare myself to my older self when I was just getting started and see how much progress I've made. And it turned out to be the most inspiring, damn, looking at it, I'm so proud of myself, and healing experience I've had with my art. So much so that later I decided to recreate one of my old drawings, which turned out so amazing. I think it's my best piece yet. Seriously, like, I popped off so bad. I definitely recommend you trying it as well. Trust me, it's gonna change your whole outlook on your art, especially if you've been kinda lost in chasing social media in this grind of art. But let's start from the beginning. Yo, are you recording even? So lately it was kinda hard for me to be creative, especially when I'm trying to grow my YouTube, trying to post consistently. It's kinda nice to take a step back for a second and look how much we've grown actually, because we often forget about that. What we're after today are my first notebooks. The first real drawings that were kind of... Jesus, what is my hair, dude? I knew basically nothing at this point about drawing. Man, this actually looks good. What the heck? So, I was so fucking proud of this piece. Dude, yo, I remember that so vividly. Man, looking at my old art like that is doing something good and something healthy for my brain. All those memories I've had with starting art and being anxious that I'm not getting good enough is really putting everything into perspective. I can kinda trust myself more now that stuff will be good and I'm capable of growth, because I often forget about that. Okay, that's cool, that's cool. That's awesome. I was able to draw that when I was 16. It took me 25 minutes. Yeah, this is 15 minutes. Substantial difference. Look at this. Damn, looking at it. Hard copy. This cabin and those trees, like, I actually was really good at drawing landscapes. Landscapes? Yo, this was also so cool. How much progress I did from this notebook to this one. What? Whoa, this is creepy. I was so proud of this pose. It's crazy. Crazy. You enter the ganja. I think it's time to blow this thing. Get everybody's stuff together. Look at this thing. This is amazing. So cool though. Yo, I love that one. This one I don't remember at all. I love this so much. This kind of sucked. Look at this, dude. A little homage to Johnny Joestar. And these drawings are really personal to me. At the time, I was really struggling with my self-image and my low self-esteem was kinda suffocating me. Oh my gosh, look how badass that looks. I felt so much need to just express myself and put it on paper. It was one of the reasons that I took drawing very seriously at that time. I wanted to be able to express everything that I could imagine, and that was kind of tormenting me inside. And the drawing was this thing that I kind of always felt drawn to. So I remember being so proud of myself when I drew this monster that is a personification of my anxieties. I wanted to draw a lot more stuff with this guy and I completely forgot about it. So in order to pay an homage, I decided to recreate this piece with all the knowledge I know right now and make it as epic and as beautiful and as dynamic as I possibly can. So I get to sketching. I decided to go with like this spiral that's kind of focusing on the main character being engulfed and kind of breaking out of this like clutches of this big monster. Seeing how good it turned out. Every time you are scared to draw something, do it, I beg you. Trust me, it's gonna produce the best pieces you've ever drawn. Every single good art that I did in past like 3 months was something that I was scared to do. Seeing that in the end you can prevail is so empowering and so like exciting. And that's something that will definitely keep you from burning out, definitely. I am so fucking hyped and proud of myself because mainly I was doing this piece for my younger self to thank him for sticking with art, putting in the work which in effect allowed this version of me to exist. Then it was time to put in the hero. I wanted the pose to be even better, even more dynamic. I wanted to go for like a big swing punch. It was just a rough sketch, but I was definitely starting to get hyped about how it can look like. Yeah, it was just so exciting, dude. So I polished up the sketch, and once I was really happy with him, I started shading. Holy fuck, the shading was the stuff that I popped off the most with. I'm gonna be saying this a lot. I have kinda low self-esteem if you didn't notice, but I wasn't even aware that I'm able to shade like that. Turns out I can actually do something amazing, man, I'm just so thankful to feel this type of way. Yeah, it often can get dark in our heads, and I'm thankful for the times that there's light shining in it. But we are not done yet. We have one more step ahead of us, which is coloring. And surprise, I was also scared about doing color. Coloring is something I picked up 3 months ago. Usually my art was black and white, so color is my least strong skill right now in terms of art. But hey, you only learn when you try stuff, and I decided to put myself in deep water and actually try to do something cool. I tried to use complementary colors, and I struggled a long time. Once I was happy with my color scheme, I wanted to give him some backlight to kind of emphasize the dynamicism, like, because it looks cool basically. So I put some red light that was coming from behind him, and with that the piece was done. And oh my god, like I'm so proud of this. I decided to print it out. It looks even better in person, like on this glossy paper. As a reminder that your head can tell you stuff that isn't always necessarily true. You are able and you are good at what you're doing, and to sometimes kind of just trust yourself with your abilities, because you got this, dude. You've been getting it the whole time. You did all the work, and why should you believe that you are not capable? You just gotta give yourself a little bit of credit. So thank you for watching, and I see you guys in the next one. Bye.